Well, hello and welcome everyone to our webinar, Mastering Bearing Heating with the IH125. My name is Ralph and I'm the part of the product management team here at simatec. Very glad to have you with us today. For those who may not be familiar with us, I think everyone is, but simatec is a Swiss company specialized in maintenance solutions. And our goal is to make maintenance safer, more efficient, and more effective. And the IH125 is our latest innovation in that direction. So today we'll take a closer look at the IH125 and how it can support your daily job. You'll see a live demonstration, a comparison with earlier models, and have the opportunity to ask questions. Short notice, so you're welcome to submit all your questions in the chat at any time during the session, and after when we have the Q&A, we will answer them in the group. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. And if you prefer, you can also unmute yourself in the Q&A and ask your question directly. Then we have a couple other notes, is that this webinar is being recorded so that it can be shared later and also be used for training purposes. And to comply with GDPR, we kindly request to keep your camera and microphone turned off during the session until the Q&A. Then you're free to ask your questions with the microphone turned on. And finally, we will not cover any commercial questions such as pricing or ordering. For these topics, feel free to reach out your local contact or sales@simatec.com after the webinar. All right, with that being said, I would like to give the word to our customer service and to Mark. So enjoy the session.
Thank you, Ralph. Hello, everybody. Here is Mark from Service Department. With me is behind the camera Tom, and we have Pira also, who will manage all the things and also record your questions and let the people in. I hope everybody could join, and wish you a pleasant presentation. Well, the IH125 is at time replacing our well-known IH70 and IH90. These both apparatus are not manufactured anymore. Starting now, you may order the IH125. We have brief look at the older equipment, the older heater. We have here on this side the IH070. So for us in Europe, 230 volts. And we have the IH090, 400 volts with a cooling fan. And on this one, we have the swivel arm, the well-known swivel arm, what was also available on the 70 as an option. Fine. So we come back to our newest baby, the IH125. And you may see that is very familiar with the IH045, as they have about the same design, just is only a little bit bigger. The size of this IH125 means the working size here is exactly the same as the IH70, IH90. Well, for now, I would like to show you what is new if you compare on the older heaters. So what is new is here we have the possibility when you put the bearing or any workpiece over the coil, we have these support legs that you can pull out and push down, adapt to the dimension. We have now here inside a complete new redesigned electronic. We still have the power board and the master board behind the keyboard. What is new also is we have the possibility to connect over here two temperature sensors. And we are able to connect that device to our WOM app and also command the apparatus by the app. Well, that's what is new on that apparatus if we compare to the EH070, EH90. What is new also in comparison with the EH070, we have a fan. It doesn't matter if it's 230 volt or 400 volt, we have this fan as standard inside. On this apparatus for the demonstration, we have a 400 volt machine. Of course, it's more powerful. Well, for the first topic, I will show you how to operate. I just take one bearing. But before that, we will, sorry, yes, before that, I give it over to Ralph. He will show you about how the positioning of the EH125 in our portfolio. Ralph?
Right. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, just a quick recap of what we discussed before. So previously, the IH070 was for bearings up until 120 kilos, and the IH090 for bearings up until 150 kilograms. With the IH125, we now cover both ranges. So yeah, we are able to fulfill your needs more easily in one heater. So as of today, this is also our simatherm assortment. The IH025, this here in the A, is for smaller bearings. Then we have the B IH045 for small to mid-sized bearings, and the IH125 for mid to large sized bearings, but also we can also heat smaller bearings with it because we deliver multiple yokes with the heater. And then we have our powerhouse IH210. So this is our actual assortment. Right, giving it back to Mark again. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Ralph. So by buying the sorry, 125, what will you get? You will get at first the apparatus, like you see it here, the heater. We deliver with this, the temperature sensor, of course, that I reconnect that. We have the 3 standard yokes. That the smallest can be stored in the back side of the machine, like we had on the EH70 and IH90. Well, I give it back. Okay. We have the shortened version of the manual, the user manual, and the gloves. Okay, the shortened manual will help you to operate immediately the heater as a standard heating, and if you need the longer version, you may see here the QR code, and by scanning this QR code, you will be transferred to our homepage, and you can see it on the screen now. Ralph is showing you, and then you choose IH 125 and download, and then you have the manual, the long version, right? Okay. Here you can see some pictures of the IH 125 with the swivel arm. Yes. Thank you, Ralph. So back to our demonstration. I will operate the machine. For this, I have a bearing. And for this bearing, I need the mid-size yoke, typical as the other machines. I put the temperature sensor on the inner ring and switch on the machine. We have the same indication as on the other machines that we have before, 90 and 70. And you can see here our keyboard. It's exactly the same as before. We have just one more feature is you can see is written Bluetooth here, and we have the little sign here, and there is also a LED that we will see on later on. It will flash when we have a connection with our WOM app. The operation only with these keys are very simple. We have these 5 keys. You have the power key now is set to 100%. Okay, as you can see, all the LEDs are brightening. If I want to change it, I press to power. So I reduce on 20% steps. So now I have 60%. By remaining pressed on the key, about 5 seconds, they start to flash. And by flashing means the power is set to the half of the showed value. In this case, we have 60%, so means flashing 30% is now active, right? If I push one more on, I have here 40, means also the half means 20. Makes no sense because when I push again on for 5 seconds, okay, I have this 40 brightening, and I can choose in the standard mode 20, not a problem, right? In this case, by playing with this, with the power key, I have 8 level at disposal. Then we have the plus and minus key, easy to know, plus, minus, and plus, okay? And the mode key to change from the temperature mode to the time mode. Here also, minus, plus, and like that. Okay, I go back to the temperature mode by pressing the mode key and plus. I change to Fahrenheit. Okay, and again changing to Celsius again. Then I have the start and stop key to activate and deactivate the heating, and by pressing the mode key and the start key together, it's flashing, so it indicates the actual temperature or detected on the temperature sensor. This was typical as the other heater also. So I press stop again, so I'm ready to do a heating. Good. So heating, very simple. We have the temperature sensor on the bearing, on the inner ring of the bearing. Maybe Tom will zoom a little bit back so you can see it. Okay. I press start, and it will start to heat. I prepare myself with the gloves. But you know, as the order heating is only the bearing is heated up, all the order parts of the machine are remaining cold. I can touch everywhere. It's not a problem at all. I will not touch the bearing. This one is heated up. We have already more than 80 degrees. I can see quite fast. Well, and reaching the goal temperature of 110 degrees. I hope you can hear it. It makes a little beeps to say, okay, I'm ready. And now we are in the mode keeping on temperature. I will only stop the process by pressing the stop key. I won't do it now, so I keep it, the apparatus keeps the bearing on temperature, and it will now drop down to 100 degrees, and reaching 100 degrees, it will start again to go up to 110 degrees. So it's maybe very practical for maintenance people. They can put the bearing on the machine and do other jobs, and they know the machine will keep it on temperature. Takes a little bit time now. Well, now it's starting to dropping. Drops down to 109. Yeah, 8. We can wait a little bit, well, a little time to that I can show you that. Of course, the bearing is hot. That's the reason I wear the gloves. Fine on that. Yes. One oh five, 104. Okay. 103. Okay. One more degree. And now it's starting again. It's heating. It will heat up until 110 degrees. 110. So that's sure it's reached very quickly. And it's flashing and beeping again to indicate I'm on 110 degrees. So to stop the process, I only need to press on stop. And now it reactivates for about 1 second and does the demagnetization of that bearing. I take temperature sensor away, put it here on the U core, so the temperature can drop down of the sensor. I take it away, and that's it. Fine. This is typical how to use the IH125 for a standard heating. Okay, good. So now we will see the heating on another bearing. Okay. Here. So I can take my gloves off. Away now. Okay. So, well, just a second. Well, and the next topic will be the communication with the app. So I have my mobile phone here. I enter it and I will put it here in front of the apparatus, and Tom will zoom on it so you may see what happened on the app. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. I think that's clear enough, Pierre. Yes, Pierre says okay. We have here simatherm device control. By pressing on it, it scan the apparatus, it found the apparatus. I go in, and now you can see here the blue LED means I'm connected with the mobile phone. You see the screen. Okay, we have again temperature mode, the power, the temperature, Celsius, and this time the time mode is gray, so this is not active. How I may activate it? It's very easy. You press on the arrow down, and now you can choose between temperature mode and time mode. If I go to time mode, oops, I have seen it change also on the apparatus to time mode. And I have time mode and 100%. Okay, so I have this 100%. You can see also on the board that is 100%. If I press here down and I choose maybe 50%, it will start to flash. Means all the LEDs are brightening. Is the half of 100% is 50%. Okay, so the LED, the communication is on both sides. Okay, so I go back, I have on 50%, maybe I will choose again 100%, and I go back to temperature mode. I have the 110 degrees. I can also change this one. If I change on the apparatus, it will change here. If I change to Fahrenheit, it will change to Fahrenheit here also, right? Okay, go back to Celsius, and that's it. Now, up, pardon me, I have to push again. Thank you, Tom. Fine, right? So I put my temperature sensor again on the bearing, and well, I have on the bearing, on the inner ring, and Tom does focus again on the board, on the keyboard, and the app. Okay, and I start. So it's starting, and now it's indicating the actual temperature. It's indicating here, and goes up. We have the goal temperature of 110 degrees. We have the power of 100%, and it says heating active. Well, okay. You may see we have a little bit difference between this temperature and this temperature. This is due of the communication of the app, but it doesn't matter. We will see it will register the right temperature at the end. Okay, it's going up. And by reaching 110 degrees, it will, here on your screen, you will see it flashing, and we have the beeping. I don't know, can you hear the beeping? I'm not sure. Okay, we have this what is reached the 110 degrees, and they say it's finished. And when I press down now, so it's done. And now we have a new indication. Do you want to download the heating logs? Yes or no? We have the possibility to keep the log files of the heating. If I press no, then it's gone. And I cannot come to get it back later. So you have to think, do you want to keep that temperature? Yes or no? And typically, I guess that nobody wants to keep, but you have the possibility to do that. So I press on yes. And it's download the heating cycle logs. And it's preparing the email. And on its email, you have a text file. And on that text files, we have the indication. For now, we still have the email address support@simatec.com. So if you want to keep that on your own, you have to put your own email address here. Okay? If you didn't change it, you will not get it. They will send it to support@simatec.com. So Tom and myself will receive it. Well, Ralph will show us how it looks like. This is, for instance, email with this text file. Yes, Ralph. Okay.
Yeah. So allow me to take it over real quick, Mark. So this is the email you receive when you send yourself the heating data. If we, sorry, that's my email. If I click on the text file, then we will see the data. So here above is the just general parameters, but here below we have the log info. So we have 4 columns. The first column is slot ID. This is just to indicate time measurement. So that's 0 seconds, and then first it's 7 seconds. It started counting, and then every second. So that's why we have different slot IDs. So right here, also we used the second temperature probe slot. We did not have the first one plugged in yet. This we will demonstrate you afterwards how delta T functions. But here you can see the amount of Celsius, or when you put your device on Fahrenheit, you will see here Fahrenheit. This can be very helpful for guarantees for workshops, for example, to prove that the way of heating was correct. And for OEMs, this can be for certification or for audits. So it's a very helpful tool, and giving it back to Mark again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ralph. So I go back here with cancel. Okay, and say cancel. Didn't work, huh? No. Pardon me. Oops. Delete. Yes, right. So I'm back to the standard mode, and here I have a few more features. You can see here against the name simatherm. Yeah, that's it's better, Tom. Wonderful. I think you can see the 3 dots here. So when I push on it, I have more features, and one is measure temperature. And this is exactly the same as we made before on the board here. It's flashing. So now it's showing me that this inner ring has still 84 degrees Celsius. So do not touch, right? I press done, and you see it's stop flashing. That's normal because we have always the same features activated on the board that on the iPhone. Well, then we have a few orders. This is export log. You can see that export logs. This has not to be mixed with the heating data as we have seen before. These are machine logs. This is maybe useful if you have a problem to the machine, we will tell you, please send us the export log, and maybe we can register and see what would happen with this machine. But normally we do not have it. We don't use it. It's just to remember you, they are not the heating data, right? Then we have another one is the show advanced values, and there are some advanced values that you may see here. For instance, you have a name is a IH 125 and the serial number, and a few other indications that in a standard use are not so useful. We have still on the back side a sticker, and there is the serial number on. I press OK. Fine, and I'm back here. Okay. For the next topic, I will change the bearing again. Take a new one. Okay. I take the temperature sensor away, and I take a new bearing, cold one. And now I will show you the delta T mode means if we are working with two temperature sensors. So I have here a second one behind the machine. I connect it to the next slot here, and I put again the sensor on the inner ring and this time on the outer ring as well, like this. By doing that, the machine knows that now we are in delta T mode. What is delta T mode? Delta T mode will allow you to heaten up high precision bearings slowly and to have only a difference of 40 degrees Celsius between the inner and the outer ring. Okay, how it works? I will maybe operate again from the app. Tom, what do you think? Do we reduce to 105? We'll try to 105. Okay, 106 he says. Okay, we were 106. Oplap, sips. So pardon me. 6 degrees. Okay, and we will see what happens. And I press start. Now, what you can see here, we have both temperature sensor that are indicated, right? And also here, it changes from one to another, right? Okay, we have 100%. Our target temperature is 106 degrees Celsius, and it's heating up. We have a delta T of 40 degrees. Means now it's standardly and normally heating up until we have between the inner and the outer ring 40 degrees Celsius of difference. Okay, so still not. Now we have this 40 degrees Celsius difference. Okay, and it does indicate 93 degree, 51. So now it's waiting. It's waiting that the inner ring goes a little bit down and the outer ring a little bit up in temperature. For about 3-4 degrees of difference, and then it will start again. So we heat them up slowly. Well, I'll say heating is still active. You can see heating is still active. You can see it on the app, and here we have the LED brightening, so heating is still active. Now it starts again. It's heating up. Well, Tom, what do you think? Yeah, we have done this webinar twice. This is the third time we did it. This morning we had a little bit problems, or not problems, but it takes a longer time. But we set to 110 degrees, so it switched off, switched on many times. And in the afternoon, we set it to 100 and we couldn't show to the people. It was just French. So we thought this time 106, but you can see also here now we have the difference again. So we wait and you can see it takes a little bit longer, but it will keep the high precision bearings in good condition. Okay. Okay, we need some more heating, small heating, to prevent any damage of the high precision bearing. So we go slowly up, step by step. Fine. I think next time we will reach it. Tom is not so convinced. Fine. Yes. Yes, it's okay. So it's beeping. We reach the temperature of 106 degrees, and the inner ring has 67. Okay, and now we can stop by pressing done. Again, we have a demagnetization, and here I can choose also yes or no to save the heating logs. This time I press no. By pressing no, I come back to the standard view and it's finished. I cannot get it anymore. It's done. The heating logs are lost, right? So you have to think, I want to keep it or not. Fine. Then that was the Delta D mode.
All right.
Ralph?
Yes, thanks, Mark. We had our live demo, but yeah, we also made a video of an application we had here in Switzerland. So here you can see a short snippet of 1 minute where you can see the IH125 in action in the field. So yeah, let's share 50 seconds of that video before we go on to our Q&A.
Temperature difference does it start heating again?
4 to 5 degrees.
For me, the advantage of the bearing handling tool when heating is clearly that you no longer have to guide or touch the heated workpiece directly. Instead, you can grip it far outwards with the BHT, hold it securely, and guide it well. This keeps you further away from the heat of the workpiece.
Yes, that's it. So yeah, I think now we can go on to our Q&A. Our moderator Piro will take a quick look at the chat if there are any questions. And if not, feel free to open your mic and ask them directly.
Hello. So in the chat, there are no questions yet. So feel free to unmute yourself and ask the questions to Mark.
Everybody on the line? You may switch on your microphones.
Let's give it a couple of seconds. Otherwise, we can call it a day. Then I will do the closing. All right. So great story, Mark. Great demonstration. I think everything was clear. If not, feel free to send your questions to support at simatec or to my email address, ralph.hiesen@simatec.com.
Just a
Thank you.
second, Ralph.
Mhm.
I think Maxim Petrenko has a question. He just raised his hand. Please
All right.
unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, hello, colleagues, partners.
Hello.
I'm calling you from Bühler, Ukraine. Bühler company, same as yours in Switzerland. So I have a question. What is the maximum dimensions of the bearing you can put on this how to equipment or machine or how to it's called?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. We have, of course, in our technical details, technical sheet that you can find on our internet, we have some maximum. But typically, it's like that. I will see Tom gave me it's written between 20 and 400 millimeters. But you have sometimes you have workpieces or bearings. They have a big diameter, but they are quite small. So as long, Tom, if you can find, as long as they can go over like this, you can go maybe to 700. Of course, then you have a big part, okay, or over the coil, better on this side like this, a big ring, right? You can heat up any material, also any material means metals, but also rings and bushings. It's not obligatory for bearings, and then you can lay some wood or something and laying it on, and as soon as it goes here between, there is not a problem to get also a bigger one, right? But typically we say up 400 milli.
Okay. One more question. So, what is the maximum of kilograms could be on the?
For this one is
proceeds?
150 kilo.
Oh, okay. But we have such a bigger opportunity, so the bigger machine.
Yes,
So could be.
the IH210 is go up to 300 kilos.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So no more hands raised and also nothing in the chat. So I hand it over to Ralph.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you all for attending today. We hope the live demo and insights were helpful, and that we gave you good insights of how the IH125 can support your daily business. Just a quick recap that the IH125 is really a combination of performance, safety, portability, and connectivity, and is really ideal for most modern industrial needs. If you'd like to explore or experience how the IH125 can fit into your operation, please feel free to reach out to your local contact or schedule a personal consultation. You can also reach out to sales at simatec for anything commercially related. All right, thanks again, and I wish you all a great day.